and today as you see here, I am gonna be watching a video, and I forgot to introduce myself before I did that. Anyway, I am Epic Gamer TV. Yeah, and so I'm gonna watch a video, and it's oh, this one. And so we're gonna um do a Planet Dolan video, but whoa, this is a super Planet Dolan one. And so I'm gonna bookmark this, and let's do it.
Planet Dolan. From the myths of dragons to what the opposite of opposite is, we answer 10 of your burning questions about life.
Hello there. My name is Shima, and I'll be reading out the questions and answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
Ted Wigglebottom asks, why do guys have nipples?
Well, it's to make milk. After hitting puberty, guys make their own milk all the time. My milk tastes
Hey,
salty.
it's
You can't have any
different.
because it's mine. Make your own, cheapskate.
When babies form in the womb, they always start as females. But after 60 days, the male genes may activate and pump testosterone into your body. Men's nipples are just a holdover from their days as a girl.
If I was a girl before I was born, why don't I have any dolls?
How would you get dolls without being born?
Through the umbilical cord, duh.
Ray Ventura of Patreon asks, why does your heart beat faster when you run?
That's a sign you're falling in love with exercise. Soon you'll be dating marathons until you eventually get married and have footpath babies.
When you're running, your body needs more oxygen, so your heart pumps your blood faster so it gets what it needs. Exactly how fast it pumps depends on how fit you are, how old you are, the temperature, as well as a few other things. Oof. What's this? Wait, what?
I may be an inanimate ground object, but that don't mean I can't help you.
Blue Fairy asks, why does water put out fire?
Water is just really mean. When you put it on the fire, it hisses mean words to the fire until it cries. Those tears deplete the fire until it's a bit of smoke in the wind. Believe me, I've been to water school.
Actually, water doesn't put out all types of fires. It depends on what's burning. But for your everyday fire made from natural gases or wood, the water steals the heat from the fire and evaporates in the mist. If the fire hasn't got enough heat, it'll go out.
What about a fire made of oxygen?
All fires are made of oxygen.
But you just said.
What they burn and what they're made of are two different things.
I disagree.
Foxy is a Dragon Sea asks, where did the myth of dragons come from?
Knights that weren't good enough to kill real dangerous creatures like Sasquatches and drop bears had to make up a super scary monster in order to impress their friends. And it worked perfectly because liars always win. Always.
There are many different myths about dragons. Sometimes they're a mixture of two or more animals. Other times they're just big snakes. But the most likely origin is that various people found dinosaur fossils and tried to make sense of them.
Hey Shima, check it out. I slew this dragon all by myself.
Yeah!
Yeah, well, I also slew 2 rats. They were really big and scary and stuff.
Warren Tran asks, why is the sky blue when space is dark?
Space is only dark at night. During the day, it's actually a deep purple color. But you can't see it because the sky gets in the way. That's why everyone wants to go to space and get a taste of that sweet, sweet purple.
Light is invisible unless it hits something. When the sun's light hits the sky, our air scatters it and changes it into blue light. Since space has no air, it can't scatter or reflect, so it stays dark and colorless.
But how do you know the light is invincible if you never see it hit something?
But it's invisible, Dolan.
Well, then how can you tell if it's invincible if it's invisible too?
Because blue pigeons tell us.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
TARDIS Mew Mew asks, How did we name the days of the week?
This has been a question that scientists have been trying to find out for years. The current theory is that it happened just seconds before the Big Bang. But at the annual Galactic Q&A, I tried to confirm this, and they just brushed aside my question. That didn't feel very nice.
The Roman Empire named the days after planets, the suns, and the moons. Then, as English speakers, we converted it over. But since it was Old English, you get weird translations like Tuesday meaning Mars Day. David Vincenzi asks, why does our sun rotate if it doesn't have an orbit?
Each of the planets takes turn being the sun, who gets to kick back and not have to worry about all the effort that goes into maintaining an orbit. It's totally our turn now, but he won't let us because he's a stinky butt face.
The sun doesn't look like it ever moves when you're looking at it from Earth, but actually it's orbiting around the entire galaxy and it takes 250 million years to do so, even though it's traveling over 800,000 kilometers an hour. What is the opposite of opposite?
There is none. What you're asking right now is actually a paradox. But don't worry, everyone is an oxymoron every time a bit. You just need to zeno your thinking, and it will make sense once upon a time. But only in the bedroom.
This sounds confusing when you first hear it, but actually if you think about it, the answer isn't too complicated. The opposite of opposite is the same or identical. The ex-lizard 4231 asks, how do your legs fall asleep?
Well, they get sleepy holding you up all the time, so when they think you're not using them, they take a quick nap. And they give you pleasant tingles, or when you rudely wake them up, they jab you with pins and needles. Ugh.
When you apply too much pressure to your leg, your nerves can't talk to the brain properly, and blood can't get pumped to your heart very well. So when your nerves start to return to normal, you get a tingling sensation and sometimes pain.
My nerves never talk to me. Did I say something wrong to them?
Nerves don't actually speak to you. They send signals to the brain.
What? So all those flowers and chocolates I got for them were for nothing.
Liz Lugo asks, are there different solar systems?
Yep, Planet Dolan is just next door to the sun. We have parties and cakes all the time. But you're not allowed to come because you refused to eat your Brussels sprouts that one time. Your grandparents really tried to make them tasty and nice and delicious. You just brush aside ungrateful people.
Yes. Many stars in the sky have planets, and that makes them a solar system. Of course, they can be very different from our own. Some have 2 stars orbiting each other, others are falling into a black hole, and some only have 1 planet.
Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Well, I hope you enjoyed that first Q&A from Ghost Host.
Okay, that was all the episode, and so
Guess what?
help you.
If you don't get a shirt, then you won't have a shirt. All the videos about to end up.
I did it too late.